Hello guys, what have you been up to? Let's take in this video a look at how the events in GA4, that's Google Analytics 4, have changed compared to what was there in Universal Analytics version or the GA3 Analytics version of Google Analytics. Alright guys, so if you are not aware of what an event is, let me give you some idea on that. An event is when somebody actually clicks on your website in a button, or maybe somebody scrolls through your website pages, or maybe somebody fills a form. You can actually capture that information inside Google Analytics by some custom method that's called events, right? And in Universal Analytics, the old analytics that we know of, over there events were something like this. So on the screen, you can see that there are these three options: event, category, action, label, and there's another option called value. So these are the four different parameters. They are name value pairs. So for every category, you can put a name to that category, right? A ball equal to basketball, or ball equal to volleyball, right? Something like that. So here name is ball and basketball or volleyball is the value. So over here, you could put different kinds of information inside the Universal Analytics event, right? Saying that category, page equal to something, or category e-commerce transactions maybe, or something like that, right? Similarly, action also had a name value pair, label had a name value pair, and the last one is value, where you could always give some numbers. So it could be the value of the transaction, the value of the number of clicks that happened in that particular event, and so on, right? You could do so many things over there. So now the point over here is that this structure was very rigid and it did not allow for customization of information. For example, if I go inside these main buttons over here on the screen, and you'll see that the category is main buttons, right, over here. And then you have got, if I go to action is click, and if I go to label, because I did not have too much of scope to take in more information per event, right? For example, in that event, I would want to take what is the page URL, what is the page path, what is the text of the click, what was the class of the click, right? The HTML class or ID. I could not take in all the information in this kind of a structure, because the information was limited to all this. So if I had to take more information, I would put a slash is the page, and then I would put a hyphen and then name of the button. So I would string together different kinds of information to get it across over here, which was not really flexible at all. So that has changed in Google Analytics 4, because if I go to Google Analytics now and I have opened an event called page view. By the way, if you don't know, page view has become an event that was kind of a hit type in Universal Analytics, but that's not the topic, so we'll leave it for now. So if you come over here and see the page view, you will find something interesting. There are a lot of parameters: custom parameter, custom parameter, custom parameter, right? And all of these have got some name like page title, right? So every time a page loads, the custom parameter page title gets captured by Google Analytics 4 over here. Another custom parameter is page location, that also gets captured. Page referrer gets captured. There is session content that gets captured. So all sorts of information that's present, and you want to capture it, it's done just inside one event. And this is done by changing that category, action, label, value kind of format to parameter format, right? So that is what has changed in Google Analytics 4. And using parameter format, you can capture lots and lots of name value pairs like that, as many information points that you need by doing this. We'll see an example right away. Okay, let's go to, all right, now I'm in the tag manager of one of my accounts. This is a dummy account. I have got this website called TryShop. Let me show that to you. This is my website, and I have put together some tagging system behind this, and there I'm trying to figure out that how does things change between you and GA4 when you try to implement it in terms of events, right? So here you would see that these menu items are there. So I have written two events, okay? And the first event is for the GA4 menu item click event. it's a GA4 type. You can do all of it in one tag manager account if you don't know that. And the second one is the UA menu click event, right? The universal analytics kind of menu click event. Both of them are implemented over here. You can do that, by the way, right? And if I click over here on any of these, both of them will get fired. The difference is that the UA will send data to a universal analytics property that's opened here, right? This is the real-time section we are seeing. And the GA4 event over here will send the data to the GA4 property. Okay, that's over here. Okay, so let's try it out. I will go to the preview mode. Okay, and I hope that you understand how Tag Manager works so that our job becomes easier. But essentially, it's way to handle these events and different kinds of tagging that you would want into a website. All right, so we have this preview mode ready now. The tag assistant is running. Okay, let me show you what these events are first of all. So if I open UA menu click event, you will see that the category, action, label, and there's also value that I have not filled in, but all these four are there. It's exactly what we were discussing till now, right? It's the type of event. In the label, you will see that I have stringed together the page path. Path is the URL part minus the domain part of it, right? The extending part of that URL. So that's the path. And then you have got the click text over here that I have stringed together with a hyphen. Okay, because I cannot send too many information. Maybe I can take the click text from here and put it over here. That's possible, but again, you can only do so much. It's not really that you can capture 10 sets of information, right? So that's UA. If I go over here in GA4, what you will find is over here, we have got button name and the value, right? Page name and the value. And you can go on and on and on, right? You can put as much information as you want over here and it will still work, right? I have put the event name over here. This is a different kind of tag configuration that works with GA4 only. Okay, you will see that it says GA4 Google Analytics, GA4 event. So that's what it is. You don't have to be limited to those 4 sets of parameters that you can send. You can put in as much of information over here, and the structuring itself of the data is much different, right? You can see that this is much more flexible to what you want to send. All right, so this is done. I'll discuss the changes that I was making. Let's remove that. Now this is implemented. We have got this testing setup ready over here. This is our website, and the idea is that if I click on any of this menu over here, we should be able to see the tags getting fired, right? Like you have seen tags fired over here. These are few of the tags that got fired when we are loading this page, right? Now, if I click on one of these, let's say I click on blog. Okay, let's click on blog and you will see what happens. So here the page is loaded, the blog page, and here you will see that the UA, let's come here, UA menu click and GA4 menu click tag got fired, right? If I open UA menu click, you will see that all the information that we had sent got fired exactly the way we wanted. And if you click over here and then click here, you will also be able to see the data. Okay, so for that particular event that got fired on that click, if I select that click event that had happened, so I get the exact data over here. I check the values over here and you can see slash and then blog, right? And that's all I can pass over here. But if I open GA4 menu click, you will see that this information is going as name value pairs, right? Name is page name, value slash, name is button name, value is blog. Now, if I wanted to pass in more information, such as let's say the color of that button, right? So I could have passed in from here. So that's the biggest change that has been seen in GA4 events, and it has made the structure much more flexible to your own data architecturing, right? You can architect your own data how you want it, and the parameters will help you get there, right? That's the beauty of it. Now, just so that we know that this data is going into analytics, we can come to real time over here, and you will see that this is the GA4 one, right? And the GA4 real time looks like this, and you see that the menu click is working fine, and the button name, we can check that. So this is the parameter, right? The one we had fired, you see it's the blog that's going as a name, and you could also go through other details over here, right? For example, we also passed in the page name, right? So that's there. And if I go to analytics and events, you see that the menu click event is getting fired. And if I click on category, I also see that the slash blog is getting fired. So the setup is working, but with the events in GA4, it's much more flexible compared to UA. That's the information that I wanted to share with you. That's the main difference. Okay, there are other small differences that may come up here and there, right? But this is something that you should remember. All the GA4 events are structured in this way. In fact, everything in GA4 is structured this way. Okay, in UA, you had got these hit types like page views, social, transaction, the regular custom events, right? But all these are all events in GA4, and all these events are structured in this format. Okay, it has standardized everything, and it makes life so much easier. So with that, I'll be closing this lesson. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and if you liked it, do also like on the video, and you can also subscribe if you want to get an update on your feed, and you should also press the bell icon. Let me close this video here, and I'll meet you in the next video with some new ideas. Thank you.